Aggregate supply measures the volume of goods and services produced within an economy at a given price. In the short run, we have the SRAS, which is the short run aggregate supply curve, and capital here is fixed, as new buildings and factories can't be built within the short run. However, other factors of production such as labour could be increased by workers working extra hours. The SRAS has a positive relationship between output and price, and cost is constant along the whole curve. So as price increases, so does revenue. Therefore, the incentive to supply that good or service also increases. A change in the cost of production would cause the SRAS to shift. If the unit cost of a good was to fall, the curve would shift to the right, as the firm can now supply more of the good at a lower price. And the same would apply if there was a change in import cost. For example, if the cost of tariffs was to fall, the firm's cost of production would also fall, and the curve would again shift to the right. Finally, if there was a change in business taxes, for example, an increase in corporation tax, then the business's cost of production would also increase, and the supply curve would shift to the left. We also have the long-run aggregate supply curve, and the classical model shows the curve as vertical, so it's not determined by price or aggregate demand. It's inelastic, meaning it's unresponsive to a change in price. And the classical model shows the economy at Y1, which shows that in the long run it maintains full employment. On the other hand, the Keynesian model shows the long-run aggregate supply curve as curved, so the economy can be at a point which is below full employment. For example, during a recession when aggregate demand falls, the economy can be at point B. So what shifts the long-run aggregate supply curve? Well, the curve is determined by all the factors of production, so if there was an increase in any one of these factors, the curve would also shift to the right. And this includes any change in productivity in capital or labour. This is measured by output over input. Technological improvements will also shift the curve to the right. And you can show these shifts on either the classical or Keynesian model.